Good evening, Samurai! Welcome to the stream, welcome to the channel, welcome to the Vortex. My name is Ezio and I will be your guide this evening as we start. Much later than anticipated, I must admit I got sidetracked by a couple of things. But anyway, doesn't matter. We are here now and thus we shall start. Start what, you may ask? Well, we are going to start, or continue, in actual fact, our journey across Hyrule. Our journey to farm the mighty things of mighty things. And a lot of rupees by killing off the entire population of moose, bears and wolves across the entire of Tebra Tundra. Yeah, the game's taken a very weird and probably slightly more boring turn recently, but hey ho, it is what it is, so yes, hail! Real spawn, hail, stray girl, and to each and every one of you, be you a chatter, be you a lurker, welcome. For those of you who couldn't join us on the previous leg of our journey, we ventured forth across the tundra as well as parts of Hyrule. We collected a bunch of star fragments, we collected a bunch of meat, we collected a couple of Lizopos tails, and then we upgraded some of our armor. And that's exactly what we're going to do this evening. We're going to farm some meat. We are going to collect some various bits and pieces, probably some star fragments, maybe some horns off a few boss bokoblins, and then upgrade some armor. But anyway, either way, and hey ho, and dibbity doo, ba doop ba doop ba doop ba doing. Yes, we must first say this. Come, join me as we once more step foot into the Vortex as we continue to travel and traverse the world, the realm that is the Legend of Zelda. Tears of the Kingdom, our destination lays before us, the controls are set, and as always the switch still needs to be turned on, so let's go! Shall we? Boop. The controls may be set, but I've just realised I don't have my hit flask on me. That's unfortunate. Right, well we can soon fix that. It can't be far away. It is me after all. He says. One moment. Just in case. Just in case. There we go. Right. Ah. Stray girl, coming in strong. Oh well. Hail, stray girl. And cheers. Probably about a quarter full now. Also, the pocket on this shirt seems a bit smaller than usual. There we go. Start as you mean to go on. Yeah, that's a fair assessment. Right. Let us begin the mighty cooking session of Link, who come to town. Who come to feed the Princess Zelda. Get and took her away. Now the bacon does not play. To Link, he come, serve the day. Hallelujah! Select recipe. Oh. It said you could cook frozen meat. For what exactly? Good question. Oh. Icy gourmet meat. Raw gourmet meat that has been frozen for easy traveling. It keeps its flavor through the freezing process. Eating it will provide a temporary boost to your heat resistance. I think the game may have bugged on that one, because if I threw that into the cooking pot under that recipe, it would just cook me a meaty skewer. We're not doing that because I'm not risking our frozen... I'm not using that for my gourmet meat, let's face it. We need the gourmet meat. We need the rupees. We need a lot of rupees. I was gonna say, you could skewer it. I could skewer it, but I don't know why I can't cook the frozen meat, if I'm perfectly honest, because it's just frozen meat. I think that's just a weird bit of logic where they went, oh, well, if you freeze the meat, then you eat the meat, and because of magic, you now have protection from stuff. That's not how cooking has ever worked, but okay. I mean, you can get flash frozen stuff, but usually you have to warm it up, I think. Well, whatever. I'm guessing, right, this, I've selected the icy prime meat recipe. I'm guessing this is just going to give me a meat skewer. Yeah. Select recipe. I mean, we have plenty of them, so I might as well cook them up until we can actually sell them. Or until we hit our full spec on the food inventory. Ah! Cool. Actually, we can fix that because I don't need... Oh, I don't need that hasty elixir. I'll probably sell that. There was one that did 3 hearts. There we go. There we go. Right. Beetle! Beetle, 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 McBeetle! No. 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 And no. What do you got? I will take all of these arrows. Oh yeah, I've earned about 100 rupees off random Eager Clan members. Now I will buy these. Look at what I've got. Alright. Yes. Only 1,000 rupees. Okay, we've got enough for 1 armor set now. Oh, that's what I was doing. I need to get the rupees in order to buy myself the radiant armor, don't I? I might sell the haste elixir as well. To be honest, I might sell a lot of my meals. Maybe. Actually, maybe not. Well, maybe I'll sell 1 or 2. I mean, I don't need this shock protection for a start. I'll sell all of them. And all of them, because there's no point. And I'll sell all of these as well. Cool. So that's 3 that go into the... Yeah, I don't need them. Perfect. So we've got a bunch of stamina stuff, a bunch of full heal. I'll keep the gloom protections. Do I need the gloom protection stuff, though? Yeah, I'll keep it just in case. There we go, we've got a few things. Technically, I could sell off some of my armor. I could buy a bunch of armor for pose and sell that off as well, but I'll leave that for the moment. Right, now I need to remember where I can get me hands on the various bits and pieces. I think I got the Radiance. I can get the Radiance set from Gerudo Town. So we will go there. Not anymore, really, because the Gloom Ganon's got bugged anyway. That is a point. I don't need to... Well, yeah. I don't need to fight the Phantom Ganons, but if I fight them, it's usually on the surface. Well, I need to fight them, actually. I need to get myself a couple of demon bows, but I'll do that later on. I mean, admittedly, in terms of bows, I, That's swords. I still have several pristine Savage Lionel bows with 5-shot. I've got a not pristine Dusk bow, but I could probably burn it now. No, I'll burn it before... I'll try and burn it before the next Blood Moon. I've got a Demon bow, and I've got that. Technically, we could go and murder a few Phantom Ganons and get our hands on some other demon-y, bowy stuff, but for the moment, we'll leave it. Still feels weird that I can actually wander around Gerudo Town without needing to disguise myself, but at the same time it is quite nice because I can wander around Gerudo Town without needing to disguise myself. Right, wait a minute. Oh no, I get them from Kakaraku, I think. I've already got the snow boots. Yes, so I just need the sand boots. For 1,200 rupees. Oh, I am going to cry before the end of this, aren't I? Right, let's try the place in Kakaraku then. I love the fact that I can only find Kakaraku by first finding the Dueling Peaks. Son of a dingus, there is a dragon right there. Okay, fine. Where is the dragon? Well, nothing says an Ezio stream than occasionally randomly wandering off to slay a dragon, or at least shoot one in the face with an arrow. Oi, oi, oi. Also, Zora's Domain, I will still maintain, looks very weird from above. I know it's a tail, but still. Also, why has Game Theory not done an episode on G-forces on Link as he catapults himself into the earth from these towers? Surely there must be some sort of medical thing that will kill him. If not Game Theory, then the science. Either or, I'm not too concerned. The dragon's behind me, isn't it? Yep. Hey, Zelda. I will leave those enemies for the moment as I try and figure out how many dragony parts I've got. I've got 5 light dragon scales. I've got 3 dragon fangs. But I've not got any light dragon claws, and I don't know about spikes. Or horn, for that matter. Claw it is, I suppose. Come on. Come on. Ta-da! Right. I can delete that pin, and we can now move off back to where I was originally going, which was Kakarot. Still raining, and Zelda is still there. If I was really I was about to say, if I was really lucky, there'd be another dragon. Oh, come on! Right, where is the closest tower? I think Naja is heading straight towards the chasm in Kakaraku. Who's the man who's going to play Hades on story mode? Hoodlum! Dang right. Hail, Hoodlum, welcome. I have yet to play Hades. I've got the physical edition, I've got the physical cartridge on Switch, but I've just never played Hades. And it strikes me as a game that I would probably very much enjoy. Waifu. And, waifu. Did I mention waifu? Aphrodite also comes very much back to mind. Right. Oh god, she has it all. That's the one where she's topless, isn't it? Hercules, but Disney's Hercules is the one where she lives in a clam or something, and yeah, the Hades version is very much the case that, yes. Yeah, it's a very interesting sprite design. Arc. I see a dragon. Question. Okay, I've got 4 of Nadra's scales and 4 of Nadra's claws. I think next we will go for 3 of Nadra's fangs. It's the music that I'm most looking forward to. Fair enough. Yeah, Aphrodite is topless in Hades. Hey, there we go then. Interesting, this is the second stream where Aphrodite's been mentioned. Different incarnations of Aphrodite, but still. Darren Cobb, Darren Cobb does amazing stuff. Fair enough. Didn't know he was the one who did the soundtrack. In fairness, I don't know any soundtracks he's done apart from Hades, and only because I've just learned about it. Hey, Nadra. Sorry, sweetheart, but I'm going to have to shoot you in the face with this bow and arrow, I'm afraid. Hey, there we go. Am I still freezing? Oh, well, whatever. Blimey, Nadra moves fast. in love with his stuff in Bastion. Oh! Oh, he was the composer for Bastion! I have played that game. I love the soundtrack for Bastion. Spike on a Rail is my favorite. That soundtrack. That's one of my favorite soundtracks. That's one of my favorite OST tracks, I suppose. Is Spike on a Rail. I love that. I don't have it anymore, but I used to on the stream whenever I knocked the BRB screen on. That was the first. I used to have like a track of songs that would play while it was on the BRB screen. I don't bother with it anymore. I got into trouble with copyright, blah, 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 blah. But the first one I did, in honor of Total Biscuit, actually, who was one of my inspirations, was Spike on a Rail. I loved. I need to listen to that again now. I forgot about Bastion. I need to play Bastion again. No, hold on. Give me a minute. Steam Deck. Not only am I going to play Bastion again, I am going to load it onto my Steam Deck. Give me about a couple of seconds while I quickly nip through and to my library and set the download going. Unless it's not available on Steam Deck, in which case I am going to be sad. Bastion. Bridge Constructor, no. The Bureau, no. That's the wrong word, isn't it? Bioshock, no. Aww! Hey, there it is. There's a warning on it, though. Some functionality is not accessible when using the default controller configurations, requires the use of touchscreen or virtual keyboard or commonly configured. Game shows Steam Deck controller icons, game interface works on Steam Deck, game's default graphics configuration works on. Okay. Balls to it, I'm going to see what we get. Install. Yep. Internal storage. Awesome. Alright, that's also going to end up on the cache server now as well. He has done all the Supergiant soundtracks, so Hades, Transistor, Bastion, and Pyre. I have played Bastion. I have yet to get around to playing Transistor. I own Hades, but I need to play it, and I've never heard of Pyre. So there we go. But Supergiant is one of my favourite studios, because they always see... Well, no, okay, correction. Supergiant strikes me as it could be one of my favourite studios, because they always seem to come out with really good stuff, and they seem to just really like their fans. There's no sort of preaching or anything with it, so we'll give it a shot. I need to go off and do all the Supergiant stuff at some point. Depending on how feasible it is, maybe I'll just do a Supergiant franchise run on the stream. I know, I'm adding more games to the stream list. I know. Once we've got through Super Mario Sunshine and Super Mario Galaxy on the 3D All-Stars pack, and then we'll move on to a Supergiant one, possibly, maybe, I don't know. Hey, all, last minute continue. Hail, Kev, welcome. No, they generally seem to love their fans. That's good. I want to play Bastion again now. You shouldn't have mentioned Bastion. I'm getting all nostalgic. I want to play Bastion again, but technically I should play Transistor, and then after that Hades, because isn't it? Am I right in thinking it's Bastion, Transistor, Hades, and then Pyre in release order? I could be wrong. Hades 2 is close to being in early access. There's a Hades 2? Also, wait, no. Before I do a Supergiant franchise run, to those who know, and without spoilers, obviously, does Hades actually have an end? Or, I know it's a roguelike and it continues on a loop, but is there an end to the story? Is there a credit screen? Because if there's a credits, then that works for me. I think Pyre then Hades. Fair enough. Yeah, Steam says because I looked them up. Awesome. No, Switch, Hades, and Pyre. Okay, fair enough. I was wrong. I held my hands up. Technically, okay, I need to play Pyre before Hades. Also, in honor of the giant furry who definitely wants getting as close to you as she can. Wait, what? Oh. In honor of the giant furry who definitely wants getting closer to you than she has been, we must now pause and give praise By command of Saint Kevin of the last minute of continue. Yes, my friends, we must pause. We must give thought not to the radiant tights that we look upon right here, right now in this small shop in Kakaraku. No, not upon the magnificent bosom of the great fairies of Hyrule. Nay, we must stop and pause in thought of the great words of our noble prophet Gary, who stands twixt the vending machines of Night City, having moved now from that place of holy holiness, instead standing upon the roadways of Hetino village twixt the mushrooms and the giant carrot, preaching the name and the words across all of Hyrule, nay, not of Lord Ganondorf and his fantastic buttocks, but instead of the words of, nay, not Zelda and her silly words of scholarship and school teaching, nor the mighty Twilight Princess and her, but instead of the words of the great techno-necromancers, the vampiric overlords, the werewolf servants who now run wild across the streets of Hyrule Fields. I know, there are no roads through the streets of Hyrule Fields, nay, all there any streets, but these werewolves are simple folk, and we will not upset them, especially when they have a tendency of finding the Gloom Ganons and slaughtering them en masse and feeding their bows to the bokoblins of the land. No, my friends, we must remember the words. What words? The words of power, the words of glory, the words! Yes, the mighty words. The words of Alpha Centauri! There we go. Marvellous. Right, let's buy some tights. There's reputation building that continues the story past the end, but there is a limited amount of stuff to complete. Okay, I might look into it. I don't feel like cropping the screenshot, but Hades 2 is on Discord. Woo. Is it still following the son of Thingy-me-bob? Oh no, it looks like it's following the daughter of somebody else instead. Battle beyond the underworld using dark sorcery to take on the Titan of Time in this bewitching sequel to the award-winning roguelike dungeon crawler. Wait, is the Titan of Time the woman on the cover, or is she the main character? Also, I need to know more about this main character if she is the main character. Or in general. For obvious gamer research purposes. In no way is it because she looks like a potential waifu. No, don't get me wrong. Waifu? No, I don't like waifus. I don't know what to give you that idea. Okay, maybe a little bit. A tiny bit. I never played Hades, so I wouldn't know. Fair enough, we're in the same boat then. Right. How many rupees have I? I've not got. I have a lot of rupees to farm, haven't I? I'm going to be honest. The temptation to try a duplication glitch is very strong right now. Because we've spent a lot of time running around looking for rupees, and I'm still nowhere near the end of the upgrade path. What version of Tears of the Kingdom are we on? 2.21. Same as every version. Hook up elixirs of 4 times monster parts, higher tier the better, and 1 critter any kind. Dull, go and sell them at the shop. Depending on the parts that you can get, anywhere from 1,500 to 1,443 rupees. Talus hunting is basically the bootstrapping process. Once you beat the first one and fuse a Talus heart to a weapon, you can use it for the next Talus, considering each Talus drops gems at approximate value of 200 rupees at least cost of 87 Taluses offer. Right, tell you what, I might cave in instead of the fire. No, okay. Check Discord. Oh, that's the duplication glitch. Yeah, in case you want to cave. Don't think I'll cave just yet. Okay, so. Yes, I can't believe I'm doing this again, but whatever. If we throw down markers for all of the stone taluses, or the rare stone talus. I suspect the current method is the same as when I last looked, and it's basically you have to use Minoru and disable Minoru, and then watch a memory, and then go back into the memory. And then throw down like 4 diamonds or something. It's called rock again, really? Well, here we go then. He dropped apples, but yeah, that's the same video. Yeah, it's the same tactic I've seen several people do. If I get absolutely desperate, sure, but for the moment, I might run the bootstrapping process of the stone taluses. The only issue with it is I'm going to need to find a cobble crusher in order to, well, find cobble crushers in order to continuously resupply me. Find cobble crushers in order to continuously resupply my set of gear. Bonk. Lame. Photor. Marvellous. Can't carry anymore. Interesting that the boats are there. I don't think I've been out to those boats. Maybe I need to. Or it's a sub-story. Those ships over a side quest you did a while back. Were they? Oh, that wasn't for Eventide Island, was it? I need to find cobble crusher locations as well while I'm at it. Cobble crusher lies west to defeat the goblins and claim the sword coordinates. Ba 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 ba. One of the Luba Goblins in the outposts directly northwest of Goron City has one at the top of the Gallo River slope. There are a few locations, possibly. Fair enough. Fair enough. Right, so, our next plan of action, we get a Cobble Crusher. Then we go and kill another Talus. Then we fuse the Talus, the rare Talus heart to the Cobble Crusher, and then we use the Cobble Crusher to obliterate another Talus. And then on the next Blood Moon, hopefully we'll be able to get another Cobble Crusher. Basically, I'm just going to have to find a bunch of Great Swords and a bunch of Cobble Crushers. Or Great Swords. Don't know. I'll figure something out somewhere along the lines. Possibly, maybe. Who knows? This game really does not make it easy. Also, for the record, Yonobu's severed head sat atop that frame still makes me feel uneasy. Cool.